My name is Revan and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be going over some of the Ahsoka TV Show leaks, so if you don't want spoilers I would suggest turning off the video here. Now with that said, let's get started. About 2 weeks ago, we got leaks from the Ahsoka show stating that Anakin and Ahsoka would duel each other in a what-if scenario had she not left the Jedi Order. The reason this is significant is how Ahsoka would impact Anakin rather than how Obi-Wan impacted Anakin.
Ahsoka, I am so sorry.
For what?
For letting you go. For letting you get taken. It was my fault.
No, Master. It wasn't your fault.
I should have paid more attention. I should have tried harder.
You already did everything you could. Everything you had to do. When I was out there, alone, all I had was your training and the lessons you taught me. And because of you, I did survive. And not only that, I was able to lead others to survive as well.
I don't know what to say.
I do. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome, my Padawan.
Ahsoka's relationship to Anakin was completely different than Obi-Wan. With Ahsoka, Anakin was more of a caring older brother than just a mentor. He cared deeply for her and felt responsible for her safety. In all, Anakin almost felt like Ahsoka was his daughter. In a lot of ways, she was. On the contrast, Obi-Wan was more of an older brother or father figure to Anakin. Anakin did not feel responsible for Obi-Wan, and while they still cared deeply about each other, the responsibility that he felt with Ahsoka just wasn't there with Obi-Wan. In addition, with Obi-Wan, there were years of strict teachings and an almost holding back of Anakin. For years, Anakin felt like Obi-Wan was restricting him, and we definitely see this come out in Attack of the Clones. In some sense, Anakin always resented how Obi-Wan treated him.
We will find out who's trying to kill you, Padme. I promise you.
We will not exceed our mandate, my young Padawan learner.
I meant it in the interest of protecting her, Master, of course.
We will not go through this exercise again, Anakin. And you will pay attention to my lead.
Why? What?
Chancellor, I feel that Padawan Anakin is not yet ready for such responsibility.
Master, I know you don't think I'm ready for a command of my own, but I am the best pilot in the Order. Chancellor Palpatine knows it. I don't know why you can't.
Padawan, your skills have never been in question. It is your maturity. I've argued this before, but the decision has been made. May the Force be with you, Commander.
Anakin! How many times I told you? Stay away from hard coupling! Anakin!
She went into the club, Master.
Patience. Use the Force. Think.
Sorry, Master.
You went in there to hide, not to run.
Yes, Master.
Next time, try not to lose it.
Yes, Master.
This weapon is your life.
I try, Master.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me?
Don't say that, Master. You're the closest thing I have to a father.
Then why don't you listen to me?
I am trying.
He felt like Qui-Gon would have treated him with more respect and let him be his own person, so to say. In all honesty, Anakin was probably correct on this. Obi-Wan was not ready to train his own Padawan. Technically, Obi-Wan passed a trial to get him to knighthood, but it was not the same as the other Padawans of the Order. While Obi-Wan was granted the rank of Jedi Knight due to him defeating Darth Maul, a regular Padawan had to be deemed ready by their master before they could face the trials all Jedi Padawans did to achieve knighthood. Some would argue that Obi-Wan defeating Maul was harder than the regular trials, and that is true. However, the difference is that Qui-Gon hadn't gotten to the point where he deemed Obi-Wan ready for the trials. In The Phantom Menace, we see Qui-Gon tell the Council that Obi-Wan is ready for the trials, yet this is clearly said so Qui-Gon can train Anakin. Padawans also had to be deemed ready for the trials by the Council. Their master would put in the request for the trials, and the Council would approve it.
I am ready to face the trials.
Our own council we will keep on who is ready.
It's obvious the Council at this point did not believe Obi-Wan was ready to face the trials. The trials are not just to test your ability as a warrior, but your perseverance, wisdom, maturity, and knowledge of the Jedi way. While Obi-Wan had a decent knowledge of the Jedi, was to a certain degree mature, had perseverance, he lacked the wisdom needed to train a Padawan. It begs the question that if Anakin wasn't in the mix, would Qui-Gon have said that Obi-Wan was ready for the trials? Therefore, I believe, and Obi-Wan himself acknowledged this, that he wasn't ready to train someone, especially the chosen one himself.
I only wanted what was best for you, Anakin. I wasn't prepared to train someone like you.
That's your failing, not mine.
This meant there were problems and butting heads between Obi-Wan and Anakin throughout all of his training. Obi-Wan didn't yet have the wisdom to properly be a mentor figure. Again, because of this, Anakin had resented Obi-Wan to a certain degree.
Anakin, you're late. When the Council requests your presence, it is always of great importance.
If I'm late for another scolding, does it really matter?
Scolding? You're not a little boy anymore, but as long as you are my student, you will heed my wisdom.
You're right. I'm not a little boy. And as far as your wisdom goes, you're no Qui-Gon Jinn.
After Anakin reached knighthood, obviously this stopped, and they became such amazing friends that they were almost brothers, but the resentment would always be there for Anakin. That is precisely why, when Obi-Wan snuck aboard Padme's ship in Revenge of the Sith and showed himself during Anakin's argument with Padme, he freaked out. When he saw Obi-Wan, he saw a threat. Anakin's marriage to Padme was forbidden, all the stuff he did was against the Jedi, and Obi-Wan was starkly on the side of the Jedi. Therefore, Anakin didn't try to reason with Obi-Wan, he didn't try to justify his actions, and he got angry. Anakin in this moment didn't feel friendship, care, or love from Obi-Wan, but instead felt like a kid who got caught doing something really bad by their parent. If Ahsoka went to Mustafar, he would not have felt this way. He'd be surprised to see her and would try to justify his actions just like he did with Padme. Ahsoka would have obviously have learned what happened and confronted him, or Padme and Ahsoka would have both gone to Mustafar to try to reason with him. Now obviously the Ahsoka show is going to go over Anakin and Ahsoka dueling, so my guess is that Ahsoka would find out, just like Obi-Wan and Yoda, what happened and what Anakin did and go to stop Anakin. Even with how much Ahsoka loved Anakin, Ahsoka was a realist. She knew, just like Obi-Wan, that if Anakin was that far gone, he needed to be stopped. Unlike Obi-Wan, however, she would try as hard as she legit could to reason with him, but if that wasn't possible, which obviously it's not going to be, they are going to duel. My thing is, if Lucasfilm weren't going to have them duel just to have an epic scene, and she did go with Padme, I really think Ahsoka and Padme could have turned Anakin back to the light. I truly believe Ahsoka would be the tipping point where they would convince him what he did was wrong and to come back to the light. I mean, if it wasn't for Obi-Wan, Padme could have been successful. Regardless, what do you think? Would Ahsoka beat Anakin in a duel? Could she turn him back to the light? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, that's it for this video. Stay awesome! And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.